Germany is located in Central Europe. It is bordered to the west by the Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg, and France. To the south reside Switzerland and Austria, and to the east are the Czech Republic and Poland. At the northern border sits Denmark, Sweden, and the Baltic and North Seas. Germany's main river is the Rhine. It starts in Switzerland and crosses the west side of the country to the North Sea. Stretching along the southern border with Austria are the Bavarian Alps. This mountain range is the largest in Germany. The north coastline is primarily marshland, with farmland farther inland.
Moo!
Central Germany is comprised of forestry hills. Fun fact, Germany is the 7th largest European country by total size. The capital of Germany is Berlin. Major cities include Hamburg, Munich, Cologne, and Frankfurt. Germany experiences few long periods of hot or cold weather. The northwest is affected by the surrounding bodies of water. The central part of the country is generally moderate, with colder temperatures in the south.
The earliest Germanic peoples practiced mixed farming. They lived in settlements comprised of wooden houses. They didn't have a set form of currency, and they were illiterate. Archaeologists have found evidence of social differentiation. The Germans were first brought into contact with the Romans as Julius Caesar's forces marched through Europe. Due to the threat of the Roman military, larger and more cohesive political units began to form in response. Around 376 CE, invaders from southern Asia began to force the Germanic people south into the Roman Empire. World War I began in 1914 and ran through November 1918. Germany was part of the Central Powers to include Austria, the Ottoman Empire, and Bulgaria. The Allied forces prevailed, and Germany was forced to pay retribution. In the late 1930s, Adolf Hitler rose to power. Hitler and the Nazi forces became Germany's political unit. Hitler pushed Germany into World War II, fighting alongside the Axis nations. The Axis forces were in control of World War II starting in 1939 until the United States and its allies prevailed, ending the war in 1945. Germany's persecution of the Jewish people forced them into unlivable conditions. More than 6 million Jews perished, along with more than 2.7 million non-Jewish people. In 1961, Germany built the Berlin Wall as part of the Cold War. It was built to separate East and West Germany. This was in response to Eastern Germans fleeing to the democratic West. The Berlin Wall fell in 1989. Eastern and Western Germans were united after decades of separation.
Germany is a democratic republic. Its citizens have the right to vote to elect its officials. Germany is governed by a parliament known as the Bundestag. A multi-party system has governed Germany since 1949. It consists of two parties, the Christian Democratic Union, also known as the CDU, and the Social Democratic Party of Germany, known as the SDP. The Grundgesetz is Germany's constitution and lays out the political system. It was established in 1949 and describes citizens' human and civil rights. It also divides power between the federal and state levels. These are divided in three branches: the legislative, the executive, and judicial branches. The current Prime Minister of Germany is Angela Merkel. Its president is Frank-Walter Steinmeier. Germany is the fourth largest economy in the world. Its annual gross domestic product is equal to $3.36 trillion US. Fun fact, minimum wage in Germany is a monthly rather than hourly rate. The top exports are cars and trucks, automotive parts, and chemicals. Man-made canals provide travel options for commercial use and local traffic. These are used by large fleets of charter barges.
Germany has a long-standing culture rooted in tradition and customs. A common custom is valuing cleanliness at home and in public. When greeting others, it is best to say Guten Tag and give a firm handshake. Being early or late to parties or meetings is considered inefficient. If invited to dinner, a yellow rose is a popular gift. Fun fact, different colors of flowers have different meanings in Germany. German society is deeply rooted in art, literature, and architecture. All are heavily influenced by Roman culture from Germany's past. Roman, French Gothic, German-influenced Gothic, and the Bauhaus movement are all represented. Throughout history, old German traditions, the growth of literature in Europe, and the Nazi regime and other political movements have influenced German literature. The Grimm brothers' fairy tales are a well-known example. In present day, traditional clothing like lederhosen and dirndl are worn during specific occasions. These include Oktoberfest, where Germans gather to celebrate the season. Well-known foods are breads and pretzels, beer and wine, Black Forest cake, veal sausages, pork knuckles, and sauerbraten.